Today's episode is brought to you by Gustafson and Sons Towing, located at 29 Davis Road in Milanville, Pennsylvania. Gustafson and Sons Towing can handle a variety of services that you may need. Aside from 24-hour towing, they also handle winch outs, long hauls, shed moving, small or medium storage container moving, lockouts, jump starts, emergency roadside fuel delivery, and roadside emergency tire repairs. Got a junk car that you want removed? He'll buy that too and get it off your property. Go ahead and check him out over on Facebook at Gustafson and Sons Towing, on TikTok at Gustafson Sons Towing, or give him a call at 570-280-5890. If your car needs a ride but your wallet doesn't, call Gustafson and Sons Towing, 570-280-5890.
NDT Squared Circle Sessions, where legends come alive. Passion meets knowledge, the spirit will survive. The roar of the crowd, the clash of bodies, heroes and villains in epic fights. Austin Stunner, heartbreaking, screeching music. In the ring we reach great heights. Wrestling unites us in body and soul. In body and soul. Ooh, NDT Squared Circle Sessions, where dreams take flight. Legends untold in our hearts ignite. NDT Squared Circle Sessions, where stories unfold. Battles of legends in glory untold. Alive, alive, alive. In the ring we reach great heights. Alive.
Chuck brother.
I can't
You can't what?
I can't stand you.
Why?
Why do you put a meme in the group chat just as we're doing the intro?
Because
trying
I'm
not to
scrolling
laugh.
through it, and I'm like, what the hell?
It's so
I
damn
thought it was funny.
stupid.
Was there good audio to it, or
I
don't
didn't
know,
even
listen
turn
to
it on. I was like, I'm not even dealing with you right now. What's going on,
It's-
everybody?
Fucking ram hanging from a tree branch. It was
You're an
insane.
asshole. You're just as bad as Jared half the time. Anyway, happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to another awesome, fantastic episode of NDT Squared Circle Sessions. As you can see, Justin is to my left. I don't know. These camera angles screw me all up. I could point right and you're left, so whatever. How's your day been, buddy?
Different. I'm working days the next couple of weeks, so it's weird.
That's what I'm asking. It's weird,
It's
right?
weird.
It's nice to be on the normal side of things.
I don't know. I don't like it. Like I said earlier, man, like in my head all day, I'm like, I should be off today.
Yeah. Well, is what it is. Hey, I showed you wearing your Mets shirt.
I know.
What your team-
30 minutes to the first pitch. So if I get a little preoccupied, it's
Now
because I'm
you're
keeping
going
up
to
with
pay
the score.
attention through the end. The games is going to be a long time. So we got a cool show. We're going to discuss the upcoming PLE this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, WWE Bad Blood. So, Justin, why don't you start us off? Take us through Monday Night Raw. You know how much I hate these Raws before PLEs. They're just stale, except this one was a little bit better from what I was able to see.
It was. It wasn't terrible. There was a lot of bad blood in it.
Stupid.
So it started with Jay coming out with the new IC belt. I like the change.
I do
like
too.
the color added to it.
I'm watching the shop.
Yeah, it's gonna fly.
I'll get one.
Of course you will. Then you had Braun Breaker interrupt him. And
Yes.
interestingly enough, was cordial. Was weird.
So do you think that was forced to kind of humble him a little bit?
Yes.
I think so too.
I also have a theory about him with somebody who was just added back to the main roster.
Okay, we'll get there. You and your Easter eggs.
we'll right there.
Yep, keep it there.
So yeah, no, it was it was Jay getting his recognition because he didn't get it at the end of last week. A little humble pie for Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
It was boring. Very boring.
But you expected something different. And I've been saying all along, it's nice to see that they're changing things up so it's not as predictable as it used to be. That's a big thing for me. That's what keeps me watching this stuff a little more intently now, because you never know what's going to happen.
Well,
so it's a nice change.
That was proven true later in the night.
Mm-hmm. You want to just start at the back and work our way backwards?
Well, no, because I wasn't even thinking of the last one. I was talking about Miz.
Oh, okay.
Miz turning on Truth. That came out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
Because they both been gone for weeks.
He wasn't wearing a leather dog jacket. Yes, we noticed that too, Chris. He was in street clothes. So that's cool. I mean, they're changing the product up quite a bit. The stuff with the New Day with Kofi and Xavier Woods, they're planting seeds there.
That's going to happen on the 10th anniversary.
Think the full turn's going to happen that day?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect time to do it. You got to let them get there.
Yeah. I have a turn that I think is going to happen, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So
we're talking about Woods. We can go into his match with Ray. It was sloppy.
I'm tired of seeing Rey Mysterio.
It was bad. And honestly, I hate to say it, a lot of it was on Ray.
Yeah.
I think.
He's getting older, and he's been working a lot.
Yes.
So it might be time for him to take a bit of a break. Maybe not a break from the company, but don't make the guy wrestle so much. I mean, it seems like him and Dirty Dom have wrestled 833,001 times. So it's, give the guy a breather. It's the tag match after tag match, singles after singles. Like, he's a workhorse. Maybe he wants to do it. I don't know, but it's getting old. It's getting tired.
And his mask came off. I'm pretty sure that was planned. I don't see any other way that happens. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't wear it that loose.
True.
He learned from WCW.
You're stupid.
So, but no, that match was sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
There was only a couple things that saved Raw this week, honestly.
And they're
kind of lackluster. PFC or whoever the fuck they are need to go.
Who?
I can't say it the way I want to say it. DeVille and them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I won't say. I didn't want to say it how I was thinking.
Yeah, I got what you say. I get it now. Yeah, no. So.
Oh, did he, Corey? I did not catch that.
Snapped the mask right before I got it pulled off.
There you go.
There it is.
That's not quite the way I was going to word it, but yep.
Alex put a little more eloquently.
Interesting.
So.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Come on, finish your
That's
thought in your head.
Who, me?
Yeah, you look like you got something else in there. It's trying to
I'm
rattle
trying.
out.
I'm trying to remember Raw. Like I said, there was
Dude,
only
it
a
was
few.
2 days ago.
Yeah, but it was very short on highlights.
Yeah. Like I said, I hate these PLEs before. I mean, the Raws before the PLE because there's nothing really. The ending was great, but there's really there's no meat on the bone in the middle of the show. It's just filler and make sure no one gets hurt.
The promo with McIntyre and Punk was good.
I'm going to be honestly disappointed when the promos are done with this feud is over with.
Yes.
Because the two of them on the mic and their promos are outstanding.
Oh, I'm excited for what's coming, though. Oh, man. Going to put this one to shame.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, no, that promo was awesome. That Hell in a Cell looks sturdy as fuck.
Yes. Yep.
You can see the footholds they give them to climb up, but it looks sturdy.
I can't wait to watch it. I really can't.
Saturday night's going to be brutal.
There's not a lot of matches, though.
They're going to be long ones.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I mean, they're starting it an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Brady just took my next thought process, so let's go with that. Gunther finally gives Sami Zayn his world title match on the October 7th edition of Raw. How do you feel about these title matches on the television shows?
I mean, they used to.
They used to, and I like that they're changing the titles more on the TV stuff. But are they doing this to bait people into the Netflix subscriptions? Because it used to be all the title changes were on PLEs. Now they're doing a lot of this stuff on TV more. There's more bigger matches. There's more main card matches per se. They know they're going to be off the regular networks now. Let's drive subscriptions up by putting these matches and changing titles so people can actually see it without a Peacock subscription. Now you have to buy Netflix.
Yep. That's a good point.
That's just what I'm thinking about it. The second
I'd
they did it with Jay,
Sammy get it on Raw.
Imagine, but I don't think they take the title off of Gunther this early. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'd love to see Sammy get it. But I still think somehow he ends up in the PLE next month with the bloodline.
Right, but how cool would it be to see Sammy walk in with the heavyweight belt and Jay to walk in with the IC belt, helping Roman? Like,
I don't know. And it's the unpredictability that's there now. You don't know.
Right.
So many things that can happen.
We'll start with go back to my theory with Braun Breaker. We're talking about Gunther. Everybody thinks so. Brock Lesnar is back on the main roster.
The website, yep.
And everybody thinks that's a cue that he's gonna come in and have a feud with Gunther. I think he's coming in to humble Braun Breaker.
You think?
They did it to Cody.
Cody's a more established wrestler than Braun Breaker.
Yeah, we had this conversation.
Cody went through Lesnar. So if you're thinking that Lesnar's coming to humble Braun and beat him, possibly, but I don't think they're gonna feed Breaker to. I'm not gonna feed Lesnar to Braun Breaker.
No. It's to teach Braun a lesson. I'm not saying they're gonna have a 3-match set like him and Cody did.
You think Lesnar's coming to beat Braun Breaker down?
Yes.
Okay.
You are not the badass you think you are, type of thing.
I can get behind that. I'm with it. While I'm thinking about this, because have you watched push pause for a second? Have you watched the Vince McMahon thing on Netflix yet?
I am, hold on, in the middle of episode 3.
Okay. So you're going to have it done by next week?
Oh, yeah.
We should talk about that next week because I just started it too, so I want to go over that because yet to see anything with Lesnar. I'm not that far in, so I'm kind of curious to how this Lesnar stuff worked out because I know there's a lot of allegations surrounding Lesnar and Vince. Now Lesnar all of a sudden is back on the main roster page, so I want to talk about that next week. Maybe we can touch on that after we could break down the PLE and go over the Netflix thing.
It's definitely interesting.
It is. It is.
The first episode,
what's up,
man,
Robbie?
the way it started, and then to go
next week. This is why I don't tell you shit because, guess what? You're like a little kid.
Squirrel.
Yep. Scroll on. All right. Anyway, back to Lesnar and Braun Breaker. So
yeah,
you
I just think he's
going to fight or is it going to be a quash match?
Just a squash match.
Okay.
And then you can move Lesnar on to something else.
Who's Lesnar take on after that? You got to have a plan for him going into Mania season. The Rumble. I mean, do you have him into the Rumble again? I'm personally not a huge fan of Lesnar being in the company. That's just me, though.
Right. I don't know. With everything that's going to be happening in the next year, are they going to give him another run? Like, you got Cena, you got Cody. I mean, they have too much.
Yeah, there's a lot. I like Brady saying Cena, maybe Cena.
Ooh, that would be a fun one.
I mean, Brock's always beat the piss out of him. That one match at SummerSlam way back in the day was just a beating that he took. I think there was like 50,000 German suplexes in that match. So, no, Alex, no spoilers. That's why I told him to stop talking. Lesnar versus Vince. Okay, Robbie. We should make claymation figures. Like, we should get the action figures. You know how you used to do Celebrity Deathmatch? We should film like videos of these figures fighting. I think that'd be freaking hysterical.
Who's going to be the special guest referee in that, Robbie? Bray Wyatt?
It could be anybody. Anybody's got a figure? I got Roman Reigns right here. So, all right. Next up on Raw, there's just so much filler.
We'll go right to the main event.
I was just going to say, let's just go for
standing.
it. That match, I did watch that.
Was amazing. For two big guys.
Robbie Jesus
Christ.
Robbie, you're terrible. That was a great match. It was a 15-minute, you know what? Hey, Johnny boy. The ending, they had to make a weird finish somehow to keep them both looking strong. I did not expect what happened to happen.
I did.
When they got to 6, and I'm like, holy shit, what's going to happen? They counted 7. I'm like, what is the deal? Enter Seth Rollins. I was like, well,
I knew it. I knew it. From the interview backstage, or not interview, from the segment backstage where Miz was talking to Braun, and then R-Truth shows up. All right, so you got two of the guys that got taken out by Typhoon Boy already back now. I knew then Rollins was back and he was going to do something.
Okay. No, it's nice to see him back.
He looked.
I think too. the match with him and Bronson Reed is going to be something. It's going to be different because you got a monster. It's like David versus Goliath, basically.
We have to add a segment to this every week. Rate Rollins' outfit.
Okay. If you want. Jared, can you make us a stinger for that so Justin can rate Rollins' outfit? He's shaking his head, yes. All right, cool.
All right. I got to come up with a grading scale now.
I'm with it. I like it. Robbie, I like that too. I'd love to see Lesnar versus Strowman. But
I don't know. Think
I'd like to see
legs could handle that. I
want to see a true battle royal with all these big dudes.
That would be. They wouldn't have a ring strong enough.
Yeah, but how awesome would that be? Just a straight up battle royal with all of them.
Fantastic.
My computer's doing weird shit. So, all right. So that pretty much sums up Raw. Rollins returned. Braun Strowman won the match, which I think was warranted. It should have happened.
What do you mean I've never even noticed his outfits? That's one of the reasons I love Seth Rollins.
Oh, I'm reading Brady's comment. Talk about the Miz was getting fed up with R-Truth, starting when they lost the belts because he took advice from Liv. That's all right, Chris. Always throw the stuff in chat. That's what we're here for.
Maybe.
You didn't notice the Cruella outfit.
I didn't notice it as Cruella, but I notice his outfits. You can't not.
No, they're so flashy. My favorites, those big yellow, I call them the Mr. Potato Head boots, those big Crocs that he was wearing. Those boots were something else.
God.
I can't believe he even put those on his feet. It's ridiculous.
Let alone did work in them.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right. Well, let's get to these matches for Bad Blood. I got a couple things at the end I want to just quick chit chat about. Nothing major. You know what? Before we get to that, guys, just want to do a quick shout out. As you can see, our background is different. It's October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're doing a fundraiser through the podcast page, ndtpodcast.com. There are 2 special t-shirt designs that Jared and I were able to design with the help of the other guys here. Those t-shirts are for sale on the shop. All the proceeds are going to be donated to the National Breast Cancer Awareness Fund. American Cancer Society, I guess, is what it is. Regardless, it's going to them in Jared's mom and Corey's mom's names. As you guys all know, or maybe you don't know, both of them had lost their battles to breast cancer. Corey's mom a few years ago, Jared's mom a few weeks ago. So this is our chance to give back as a group. So we are going to donate the money back. Jared is in the process of pulling the shirts up. Jared, if you want to pull them up. I just ordered mine. I really like the first design. It's cool with the headphones. It's NDT Pink Army was the hashtag. Jared did a great job with this stuff designing. Obviously, the black, it's heather gray. There's a couple variations of pink, and there's also white. So cool little t-shirt there. Men's and women's, the unisex, fairly cheap, inexpensive. Like I said, any money that gets made goes back to the American Cancer Society in these guys' names. The second design, this is my personal favorite. Save second base. Softball player holding some softballs in the place where the boobies go. I think this is a cool design too. As you guys know, most of us are baseball fans. I don't think Jared really cares about baseball too much, but we are baseball guys. Corey's a Braves fan. Justin's a Mets fan. I'm obviously a Yankees fan. This is just a cool design. Gets the word out there. So that says save second base in the print. Go over there, order a shirt, order some other merch, whatever it is, but all proceeds from these t-shirts are getting donated to the American Cancer Society. It's going on all month long. At the end of the month, we will definitely reach out and let you guys know how much money we're able to raise. So let's get those orders in. Okay, I'm gonna get off the soapbox now. Bad Blood. PLE. Jared, do you have the banners or do you want me to do them? You give me a yes or no. Okay, he's good. You want me to do them? Okay. So first match. McIntyre Punk, Hell in a Cell. This is the payoff of this match. I have been waiting for this one for quite some time. What you got, my dude? Who's winning this? Who's taking home the gold? I want it to end. I don't want the promos to end, but I want the feud to end. It's time to move on.
Honestly, I don't care who wins.
Okay.
The feud was good enough. I don't care who wins.
All right. Who do you think's going to win?
I think Punk is going to win. Because if McIntyre wins, that means they're going to push him towards the belt. They have to.
Punk's going to get his bracelet back.
The bracelet got broken and shoved in his mouth already.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Shit. Okay, Punk ain't getting his bracelet back. Maybe he's not winning. So I'm going to throw you a little bit of curveball here. Do you think they bring AJ back mid-match to distract Drew?
Oof. Huh. If they do, that's a very well-guarded secret.
I could see AJ comes down the ramp. Drew's looking at the ramp. Punk hits him with a low blow. Go to sleep. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
After a whole lot of brutality, right?
Yep. Because here's why I'm thinking they might do it. They've mentioned your lovely wife 100 times over on TV.
Yeah.
They keep saying it. The crowd's sometimes even chanting, "We want AJ."
Yeah, but they also kept saying Randy Orton the 15 time.
That's the commentators.
Or soon to be 15 time. Even
That's
Randy
the
Orton.
Commentators. Right. I understand that, but the commentators are really pushing that. But Drew keeps saying Punk's wife's name. Well, not her name, but just keep saying, "Well, your lovely wife." And I don't want to channel
mentioned her by name.
Right. I don't want to channel my
AJ.
inner Will Smith here. But maybe
keep
at
my
some
wife's
point he's
name out your fucking mouth.
I think it'd be an awesome way to finish it off.
It would be.
AJ helps Punk win. And I don't like these dirty finishes. And I'm not saying this is going to happen, but AJ helps Punk win. They both look strong. It's done. It's over. Again, real long shot, but
it all depends on what direction they want to go with Drew. Because Punk can move on to Rollins, win or loss in this. It's not going to affect that or his momentum.
Right.
McIntyre's hot right now.
He is. They both are.
Yeah. But Punk won't lose any if he loses. McIntyre might.
That's what I'm thinking. If they do the wonky finish, he doesn't lose anything.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Found it already. Bro, I swear to God.
That's right. Fucking good.
Next up, Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. Who you got? This is a tough one.
I want to say Rhea because I think they're going to move the Judgment Day on to the Wyatt 6. I can see them keeping it on Liv and keeping the her and Rhea thing going a little longer. But it's starting to lose its momentum.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to pick Liv on this one too, for the simple fact that you picked up the Wyatt part. I think they're going to bring Alexa back very soon. I think that Alexa is going to win that title rather quickly after returning, and they're going to start putting belts on these Wyatt boys just because, like I said, they're going to year and a half max with this crew, and it's going to die a slow death. No pun intended. But
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
I think they put belts on them. Look at DX. DX had belts. The Nation of Domination, they all had belts. The good factions had belts. You want to make a faction look strong? Take their gold. And what better way to dethrone Liv? Give it to Miss Bliss.
Well, Rhea's a better way to dethrone Liv.
So I'm gonna pull some out of your vocabulary. Rhea doesn't need a belt.
True.
Rhea is a face all day long. Well, a tweener. She's over with the crowd without a belt, regardless if she has one or not. She's over. So I think they just start putting these belts on the Wyatt people.
That's true. And then you can make a whole big chase with Rhea going back for the belt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, I could probably get it, but it definitely can't be clean. Dom finds a way out of that fucking cage.
Yeah. I think it's going to be hysterical to watch him suspended above the ring, though. In 30 seconds, fill me in. Marcy, I love you. And I was going to say something so inappropriate. I said, that's Randy's job, but we're talking about wrestling, Mama. What kind of wrestling you want to talk about? We're talking about Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley right now in a world championship match.
Daddy, chill.
She's probably going to punch me in the face now. Next time I see her, she's going
All right.
All right, so you're going to stay with Liv or Rhea?
I'm going to go with Liv. I just like seeing gold around Rhea's waist.
You just like looking at Rhea.
I do.
Oh my God, that's Cody Rhodes. Did you take a picture? No. Sorry.
Nope, I froze. Got a picture of Rhea, though. And then she touched me.
I'm glad you got the pictures you wanted from that day, because I sure as fuck didn't. Anyway, back to our regular scheduling program.
You remember the time we drove to New York?
Hey,
and my shirt got burned?
That was awesome. You had to wear a Juan Soto jersey? All right. Anyway, here we go. Rhodes Reigns, Sikoa Fatu.
I want to say Cody and Roman so badly. But this is where I think Randy Orton fucks over Cody.
Okay. I think this is where I said, remember the turn I was going to talk about later in the show?
You think Fatu turns?
Fatu turns on Solo and helps Cody and Roman. Cody, Randy's going to turn
before Jimmy comes back.
Yeah.
You think maybe Jimmy ends up on the other side?
Maybe Jimmy comes back and helps Fatu beat down Sikoa. I don't know, but I just see Jacob turning. I think that, like you said, Fatu is going to end up with Roman from the get-go.
Yeah, but then Sammy can't be in it.
Why? Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Jacob, Sammy.
Well, then they're going to have to bring another.
War games are 5-on-5, dude.
Right. Then they're going to have to bring in 2 more for Solo side.
Zilla Fatu was waiting in the rings. And The Rock.
I heard he signed with AEW.
I haven't heard that. But you have The Rock, too. The Rock's your wild card.
Yeah, they have Tala Tonga, too.
They're going to have their, I told you, they're going to have their own show. Samoan Saturdays.
It's catchy.
Right? Come up with these little jingles from time to time.
It'd probably be a big time show, too.
Yeah, no doubt. Have Rikishi be the special referee a couple times.
Rikishi run the show.
Right? Let him be the GM.
Yep. I mean, he's got a lot to say about how they're being booked now. Here, book them.
All right, so clarify your pick for me. Who's winning this match?
I'm going to go with Solo and Jacob.
Okay. I'm going Cody Roman.
Just to
go against the grain.
Keep the heat on Roman to chase them. Because I think this is more about Roman's chase than Solo.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm just going to say this. I think that's because Fatu's going to turn. That's it. That's what I think is going to happen. Or maybe you're right. Maybe Maybe
this might set up Jacob's turn.
he's got to do it soon, though, because Survivor Series is literally a month away.
Who says he doesn't do it there?
During the War Games match?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying, to help
He's
the
the
other
last
side
one
win.
in.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you're right. God, I hate you. You always make me think about this shit
This
too
is
much.
the perfect time to get Randy to turn on Cody. Everybody thinks it's going to be Kevin. Randy's buddying up with Cody still.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time to pull that trigger.
Viper's going to strike. Yeah, he's due to turn. He's been a face for probably the longest in his career, or at least one of the longest times in his career.
And Cody
he
looked
was
him dead in his eyes and called him the legend killer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm with it. Didn't Soda
That
say
too.
to please him? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this is a weird, wonky DQ finish that just ends up a big madhouse and no one wins.
I am interested to see how Cody and Roman handle this.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun to watch.
Yep. Roman did say he's coming back for that title when he's all done with the bloodline stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Which is why he can't win this.
Yeah. Okay. This one,
I make sense once in a while. I pray to God Finn Balor comes out as the fucking demon.
I was thinking the same thing this morning.
The way he had that look in his eye and with that promo saying, "You're going to see a side of me nobody wants to see," or something to that sort. Oh, that would be, it's the perfect time to bring it out too.
Who wins it though? I mean, if you bring Balor out as bring Balor out as the demon and you make him lose, I think you get one more match involved. That too. Oh, God, I hate you.
Unless Howdy gets involved, that's got to start soon.
Yeah, it does. It does. I think that starts probably next month sometime.
Because this is the last PLE before Survivor Series. No. There's one more.
Is there?
There's
There's no Saudi show, I don't think, is there?
Yeah, there is. I think there's one.
There might be. I don't remember reading about it, but they usually have one in November. Isn't that usually Crown Jewel? Or is that January? Sorry, folks. I can't think tonight. I had my eyes examined today. I'm on antibiotics. I'm a mess.
So you got, yes, Crown Jewel, November 2nd.
Okay. So there's one more big one before that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they have Balor and Priest go one more match at Crown Jewel then.
But isn't Crown Jewel like the Night of Champions?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, you want your big matches. Maybe Roman Cody for the title at Crown Jewel?
But then how do you get Roman back into the bloodline feud? You're going to be trying to work two storylines at the same time.
That's why people work for WWE and we don't. You imagine if they had us in a conference room, hey, write these storylines, we'd have so much fucked up shit. We'd have so many different ways to go.
It would be so fun. I would love to. Let me build one storyline in 2 weeks. I just want a 2-week storyline. Let me do something.
You put you, me, and Corey in a room and sit there and be like, okay, figure this out. We'd be like, no. There'd be too many things going on. It would be fun.
I got the medicine for it, brother. That would be fucking awesome. I would have so much fun doing that.
Just use this pen.
Yeah, it would be amazing,
It would be fun to do. Freddie Prinze Jr. got to do it.
right? And I don't think I would have any issue doing it. Would it be predictable? Probably, but it would be fun and interesting.
Corey, you'd have a good time in that room. Don't you lie.
Oh, you would have a blast.
Hell yeah.
We'd be talking
Especially when
about
you have to
nothing
sit
but
with-
super kicks.
Get the-
That would
Saturday's
be,
Super
a
Kick BLE.
match.
That would Jesus.
That would be a terrible fucking match.
The worst match in the history of ever. Royals win. Thank you, Bridie. Bye-bye, Orioles. Sorry. I'm excited. Guys, this is my holiday season. Baseball playoffs. Sorry. So anyway, I don't do it. We're almost done. Don't do it. We're almost done. Put your phone down, Met boy.
0-0 still. Okay.
All right. What else you got, man?
Was that all the matches? I thought there was
It's only 4
more.
dude. There's only 4.
They're gonna be long ones though.
That's what I'm thinking. They should have put Gunther.
Maybe you think they add
Sammy on
one
this
Friday night?
Nah. Maybe.
SmackDown
who?
only has 2 matches or 1
Maybe
match.
Maybe they make Bailey Nia fight sooner.
Oh, I thought that was the 5th. Yeah, that's happening.
Is it?
Yes, I
didn't
knew
see
there
it
was
on the
another
match card.
match.
I didn't see it on the match card. That's what I'm wondering. Let me see.
100%. Because I went back and watched the R-Truth thing today, and that was on right after that. You get to
Let me
watch
see.
your girlfriend get squished again.
Poor baby. Oh, there it is. Women's champion Nia Jax versus Bailey. Okay. My bad. I missed that one. That's on me. All right. So, well, we'll just take this banner down. My dreamboat versus the tugboat. Who you got?
Who do I got? I got Tiffy.
Oh, that's a good call.
It's called Bad Blood, right?
It's a true story. Sorry, Nia, for calling you a tugboat. Bailey, if you're watching, we're still waiting for you to come on the show.
I think Tiffy leaves with it. I could see her turning on Nia, or I could see her taking advantage of cashing in on Bailey, and Nia getting pissed off about that.
Okay. I can't believe I didn't realize that match was on this card. The website I looked at for the matches to make the banners, it was not on there. So it must have been a long one, an older one. So that's good. I'm glad there's a 5th match then.
I was gonna say, because what's gonna be the popcorn match? I think that one's gonna be the popcorn match.
I think your popcorn match is Priest Balor.
Really? With how much they've built that? That's
Yep.
been over a year.
I know, but still, I'm not into that. I'm not as much into that feud as I used to be. Maybe it's just me, and that's my opinion. But I think Priest Balor is your popcorn one
Because
just because it's got a title.
They should have pulled the trigger. They should have pulled the trigger last year.
Mm-hmm. Low build,
But
too slow of a build.
they didn't think Priest was ready then.
Look
Boy,
at him
were
now.
They fucking wrong.
Yeah, but you know what? I think he benefited too. But he was really able to come into his own after he won that championship.
Yeah.
I think after he lost it was when he really took off. So he's kudos to
He's
him.
been
He's doing great.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
More him is coming out.
Yeah. Yep.
Like what
And
we saw in the press conference afterwards.
Yep.
So it's nice to see. So who you got winning that?
As much as I hate to say it, Bailey's not going to win. I forgot about Tiffany Stratton. Maybe it actually is Tiffy time. Maybe Bailey gets Nia in a position where she goes for the pin and Tiffy cashes it in.
Interesting.
Man, I'm like being a poet tonight. Bailey
Because
gets
then
the
you
pin
can
and
bring
Tiffy cashes in.
Charlotte Flair back before the end of the year and build
True.
up to Strat and Flair at WrestleMania.
Touche. Yeah.
WrestleMania is going to be full of main events this year,
WrestleMania is going to be insane this year. I cannot wait.
especially with it being in Vegas.
Yep. We'll go to Vegas.
No, I got to go to
I
New York next
know.
year.
We are definitely going to SummerSlam. I know that. NDT road trip to SummerSlam in New York City. Well, New Jersey. Everybody wants to go. So
Yeah.
Brady said yes to Vegas.
I'm telling you, I think I'm gonna DoorDash this winter, and everything I make on DoorDash just fucking set aside.
Bank it.
Because
all right,
that weekend's gonna be long.
I'm gonna send Jared a message too, or we'll talk to him post stream. But I want to make a stinger for this too. So we don't really talk about like old school stuff and what our favorite things are about this industry and like all time stuff that we've watched. So what is your, and this put you on a spot, and that's fine. What is your favorite all time tag team match that you watched?
Like a one-on-one tag team, or just tag team in general?
Tag team championship match that you watched. Like I'll give you mine right off the gate. I think it was 91 or 92 SummerSlam. Heart Foundation versus Demolition, 2 out of 3 falls. Remember that one?
I was a wee pup.
Demolition had that third member. There was Axe, Smash, and Crush. There was only allowed to be 2 members of Demolition, and Axe came down and hit under the ring and traded places with Crush, and it was a cool match. The Heart Foundation ended up winning the second and third falls to win the titles back from Demolition. But that to me was a cool match to show. I don't know if we're allowed to post links to these matches on the page without getting in trouble, but just for people to go back and watch these matches, I think would be awesome, like a YouTube link or something. But just so they could see what we're talking about, because that match to me was awesome. Like, I'm pretty sure your favorite tag team was probably the Rockers, right?
When I was younger, yeah, but after that, no. Like my favorite all-time tag team is the Hardy Boys. I loved watching them.
Okay.
My favorite match is TLC 2.
Who was in that? That was with the Dudleys. Yeah.
The Dudleys, Christian and Edge.
Yep.
And the Hardy Boys.
Is that the one where Edge speared him
and got
speared off the
where Hardy was dangling and Edge speared him?
That was crazy.
And they took that crazy table bump off the top of the tallest ladder outside of the ring.
Yeah, indeed. Yep. A lot of cool stuff like that. So I kind of want to start getting into a little more of the old school stuff and stuff that we like too, just not breaking down what is going on presently, but just to give a little insight as to what we liked and what we used to watch and what we currently want to see. But I think that'd be cool to get into. Maybe we'll just do favorite champions. Go ahead.
Throw one at you. Favorite faction.
This is tough because I have a feeling that a current faction is going to take that over. But if I have to say right now, the Shield.
Okay.
Those three boys, they handled business.
See, I like DX.
It's tough because DX was cool as shit.
They changed the game. Like, I mean, NWO kind of started it, but DX just took it to another level. And I'm talking about DX without Shawn Michaels. Like
X-Pac, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Triple H.
When they gave Triple H control of that, it took off.
To the moon.
I mean, it was already great. Don't get me wrong. The original DX was fantastic.
Yep.
But when Triple H got it, pulling up to the fucking arena 8 miles down the road
in a tank,
on a tank, saying, "Let my friends go."
Well, so I was watching. There was a reel I saw or a clip I saw on Facebook when they were interviewing Bischoff about that and how it took balls for them to do that. Like, I didn't realize that was like, is that still kayfabe? Was that planned? Or did they
No.
actually just go down and invade
There's a whole
WCW?
documentary on that
Yeah, you have to send me a link to
on
watch that
Peacock.
because
It's on Peacock.
is it on Peacock? All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch because I just thought that was right around the time where they were going to start changing hands and the ownership. I wasn't sure if that was just all staged or if they actually just went and said, fuck it, we're coming over there.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them. There's the Monday Night War or Monday Night Wars. And then there's just one, it's a documentary called The Click.
And that's the
And
one
it's
where they
about
showed.
where
Okay.
they show the curtain call that caused a shitload of drama, but actually turned wrestling into what it is now.
That I understand why they were pissed off about it, but I thought that was a cool tribute to him. He was leaving. Fuck, that's crazy.
Yep.
But
And then just what happened after that, and it's cool to see. Yeah, they just said fuck it, we're going down, because that was when X-Pac had come back from WCW.
yeah. Yep.
So
Oh, excuse me.
that DX was just, they were wild.
Yeah.
And they got away with some shit.
They sure did. We will not use the words shit, ass
Oh my god.
between the hours of 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Like, that was an epic promo.
Oh
So
Lord.
that was cool. Like, I had the presidential desk and everything, and China's in the back holding the belt. It was so cool. So that's a good question, though. Yeah, DX is good, but for me, it was just the Shield. It was the way they carried themselves, the shit they did. The match at WrestleMania when they were fighting the Authority and just beat the living piss out of them.
The other match at WrestleMania where all three of them held the belt.
Yeah. Yep. No, that was SummerSlam.
Was it? Okay.
No, that was Money in the Bank because Roman fought Seth and Dean cashed in. Yes, that was a cool night too, and I don't think a lot of people appreciated that for what it was. In a matter of 5 minutes, all three of those dudes had the belt.
Yep.
So that was a cool thing. That's a cool thing in history. I don't think you're ever going to see that again. So, but I wish that WWE would go back and reinvent WrestleMania 4 just one more time for that massive tournament for the championship in one night. That was, in my opinion, the best WrestleMania I've ever seen. I mean, the rest of them are great, but I was so invested in that WrestleMania and the tournament when Macho Man beat DiBiase in the main event with the help of Hogan and Andre outside the ring. It was just a cool, cool night. So if you guys haven't watched that, go back and watch that too on Peacock because WrestleMania 4 was
I have to go
awesome.
back and watch that. I don't
Dude,
think I've
it's
ever
awesome.
watched it.
Oh my God. Bob Uecker was the ring announcer. He was chasing around Vanna White all night, trying to meet her. It was so cool. But it was just an awesome, awesome thing. Macho Man wrestled 4 times that night in the tournament.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It was a lot of matches, but it's a great watch. So WrestleMania 4, Cuatro for our Spanish-speaking friends. So
I'll have to watch that one.
Yeah, buddy. All right. You got anything else?
No, let's go Mets.
Congrats to the Orioles. Congrats to the Tigers for knocking out the Trastros. So, to answer Corey's question, they can't hear the garbage cans anymore because now they replaced them with Rubbermaid ones, not tin cans. So,
oh shit!
All right, folks. We will see Justin next week. Wednesday.
Doesn't matter what day. Doesn't matter what day. It'll be 8 o'clock at the earliest, though.
Oh, that's right, because you got. We'll put a post out, let you know what time, because Justin's got a weird work schedule this week. So we might call an audible and do it Wednesday anyway. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. But I think that's all for now. And unless you have anything else to say,
I'm ready to see a lot of blood Saturday night.
A lot of bad blood.
A lot of bad blood.
Isn't that a Taylor Swift song?
Jared? Not sure.
I think it is, though. All right. So that's it for us, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Until next week.
Hulu, get your shit together. Later.
Later.